A group of La Quinta residents say they are furious the post office has stopped delivering their mail. Their local mailbox was destroyed and it hasn't been replaced.
They've been told that they won't get mail deliveries until the boxes are replaced. But who's responsible for replacing the mailbox? We've received a lot of emails regarding this, including Lynn, who lives in the neighborhood, and she writes us, "We live in a lovely neighborhood with common mailboxes that we walk to. Ours was vandalized, destroyed, and the mailbox itself could not be fixed. We heard a rumor that if we wanted a new mailbox, we would have to pay $1,300. So who is responsible for neighborhood mailboxes in a housing development, the post office or the homeowners themselves? Lynn and everyone else would like to know. Well, you ask and we investigate. Quinta joins us now with what she was able to find out. Chitzel.
I spoke with the postmaster and those residents who live in La Quinta where the community mailbox was destroyed. They tell me they're running out of patience and they want it fixed.
We've contacted the post office, we've talked to neighbors, we've done everything, still no mailbox.
Michelle Winninger lives on Valletta Drive where a community mailbox was vandalized in December. And 6 months later, it still hasn't been replaced.
How would you like to not have your mail unless you got in your car, went to your post office and got it when you have access to a community mailbox?
Neighbors live literally steps away from this concrete square where the mailbox should be, and they say they're frustrated because they have to drive 2 miles to get their mail.
And it's a real hassle because I'm not always gonna be home in time to go to the post office. So sometimes I won't get my mail for a few days.
The postmaster in La Quinta says the Postal Service is not responsible for repairing community mailboxes.
It is the responsibility of the customers that live in the area to replace the mailbox.
The Postal Operations Manual states the Postal Service may elect under certain conditions to purchase, install, and maintain curb-mounted mail receptacles or cluster box units. But the postmaster says the Postal Service is doing all they can to help.
To try to repair these if we can. However, my understanding is that this box in Valletta was beyond repair.
Michelle tells me she and her neighbors were told to buy their own mailbox.
They didn't send out a letter. They didn't put anything in writing. They just said collect a fund.
But before they do that, the postmaster says he will try to find a solution.
If we could, a stand or whatever it is to put that box back. But unfortunately, I haven't had much success.
For the residents of this community, all they want is that solution soon. The postmaster tells me that in 30 days he will have an answer for the residents. Either the post office will repair the community mailbox or making the residents replace it themselves. KMIR-6 is committed to making the Coachella Valley a better place to live. If you have a problem or a story you would like us to look into, email us at 6investigates@kmir6.com or call our newsroom at 760-568-2126. You ask, we investigate.